Hello, everyone, and welcome to LFM Week 10. This was the Ferrari 296 Cup at Silverstone. This was a race I did last night. Forgot to turn my webcam on, but you'll just have to believe me when I say that. But yeah, I figured this series would be the best one for me to try and reacquaint myself with LFM, and yeah, this was not really quite the right car to do it. I should have went with the Mazdas, because this is a very complex car. This is Kem Flumi's Ferrari 296 GT3 mod, which is, it's an alright car to drive, but if I do have one criticism for it, it's that it's really tight. The default setup is really tight, and you really have to do a lot of setup work to get it driving how you want it to. Anyways, this should be the best quali lap that I set towards the end of the session. And then, okay, yeah, so this was my best time at the moment at 56.8. And yeah, you can really see from the driving here, it is incredibly tight. You just really have to back the car into the corner to get the front to bite, and then you can just kind of power out as you will it. And another weird quirk that I found out about this car too, which is why I'm running Sidekick as well as the CMRT HUD, is if you paid attention to the lights on the Sidekick HUD, you'll notice that it flashes red at about 7350 RPM, and I kind of figured that that was where it was the HUD telling me that that was where it made peak power. So I did try to shift around there, and yeah, really slow through here. But yeah, that's, if you're wondering why I'm running that, that's why. So, finishing up the quali lap here, going through Maggots and Beckett's. You can kind of get on the throttle a bit earlier there. In fact, sometimes the car actually likes to kick out and break loose on the exit of Beckett's. But otherwise, this was a pretty solid lap, all things considered. Bit hesitant on the throttle here, but oh well. But anyways, I did not know how to do a standing start in this car, so I kind of just fumbled the first two races. First race, I ended up getting hit by someone trying to rejoin the track, which, you know, that happens, and then the second race, I ended up getting shunted off at turn 16, and that lap was a 156.7, which, I mean, it's alright. Like, a lot of people would say that's a fast lap, but you can see right there, I was able to do high 55s in the practice server. So, I don't know. And you can see me on the grid here trying to get the bite point in for the start here. Like, the first race, I didn't use enough clutch, and it ended up just bogging down, and the second start, I used too much clutch, and I wasn't able to get a good start. And even here, I had one person jump me here. But I would say that this was an okay-ish start, especially considering I didn't have much reference to go off of. So just trying to take this easy, going through the first sector. Bit of a madness going on behind. Hopefully that, you know LFM races. So this first lap, it's really in the third sector where everything kicks off. And you'll see that here. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep with Pablo here. Going through this second sector. And I guess I may as well just say this while we're waiting to come up to the third sector. One of the things that I really... yeah, this is where he goes wide. So this I try and push the envelope here going into Maggots and Beckett's. Really tight on the inside there. I think I give him enough room, but I do get I do get tapped off, and yeah, I wasn't happy with that. So I did rejoin, and I did take the cop warning here, and he does slow down for me. So I do get the message that, you know, well, he didn't mean that.
Well, at least it's honest.
And yeah, and we did talk about it afterwards, and yeah, he did apologize then as well. So yeah, no, it's good to know that there are, you know, honest mistakes. Like, people will own up to honest mistakes. So, lap 2 here, and the reason I'm really letting this clip go out is because of an overtake I do on the car ahead, going into, I believe, turn 4? Either way, it's coming up here. Anyways, I noticed this guy is really backing it up, going through these slow corners, and then really have to slam on the brakes to avoid him there. Just cut up his inside and leave him for the cars behind to get him. And yeah, it was, he does try to go for a move going into 6, but I just outbrake him, and he just loses a lot of speed through here. So I just leave him for Pablo to fight him and move on. So, and then things just kind of stay like this for a couple laps, and then Patrick here. This was a great fight. I tried to look on the outside, but not enough space for that. So, and I do think about a move going into this. I've turned 16 right here. Lock up, and I actually end up hitting a button, hitting the ABS button on my wheel. I think about keeping it at 4, but I ended up pushing it back to 6. I had it on 5 originally, but I feel like the ABS might have been intervening too much, and that might have been why the rear kind of gave up, so I just kept it on 6. Like, I'd rather have the fronts locking instead of the ABS kicking in on and off and off and off. And keeping that, just making that rear end a lot more volatile. Anyways, so battle kind of keeps going on like this. I back this corner up. I believe I'm using every bit of track, and once again I get a good run on him going into Maggots and Beckett's. This time I'm on the outside, and just trying to, he really squeezes me, trying to get it. I back out of it eventually, but he gets a really bad run out of Beckett's, which allows me to slipstream back up to him and try and move into turn 15 here. Sorry, I don't have a Silverstone track map up on my second screen. If I remembered to, I would have. But anyways, clean move. I don't try and defend 16 against my better judgment, but he does end up just staying behind. And now I'm just looking forward to taking out of Tim's lead. So slowly but surely we would, solo drive. Tim, I would slowly take out of Tim's lead, and like, it was slowly but surely, yeah. So yeah, I'm doing 56s, he's doing like mid 57s, so I am taking big chunks out of his lead. And I believe it would be until, like, it would be towards the end of the race where I'd really end up getting close to him, because I believe there was one mistake I made at like turn 7, I believe. Just went out a bit too wide, ended up setting me back like a couple tenths. But yeah, it was a really good fight. Like, it was really fun just trying to catch up with him and just trying to set him up for a move. And the way I overtake him, though, like, it was really odd, and you'll see that coming up here. But otherwise, yeah, it was a great fight. We actually ended up pulling away from Patrick and Pablo behind, which was a bit cool. and this, I believe, yeah, this is the lap where I ended up overtaking him. So 3.5 tenths, 4 tenths. So we are rapidly closing in on striking distance. So, and I do notice that he was a bit slow. He tried to defend going into turn 4, which is odd. Turn 3, I should say. But either way, that just really reels him back up to us. And so I try and, I didn't intend to overtake him here, but I see him go out wide and slow up a lot, so I ended up just mashing on the brakes. Back end got loose, and I did end up doing an overtake on him, and that set him back a little bit under a second, and yeah, I was a bit surprised by that situation as well. And try as he might, I was just running away from him. And by the end, like, he was a little under 2 seconds back. I believe, actually, the lead went up to 3 seconds. So, yeah, just... but yeah, it was a good race. I actually ended up talking to him afterwards, because during that moment, I thought I netcoded him, so I just wanted to apologize for that, but he came back and said, no, you're fine. It was all me. And, yeah, no harm, no foul. But anyways, yeah, almost 2.5 second lead, took home the win, and yeah, it was a good race to end the night on, especially after the disappointments earlier on in the day. Like, this was the 3rd race I did.
Well, I guess third time really is the charm.
And yeah, 3rd time really is the charm. But anyways, thank you all for watching. If you do like this kind of content, please let me know, and I will... I'll try and do more stuff like this, but till next time, I will catch you all later.